Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Sports for today's Springbok predicted team versus Scotland. At this stage, as far as you understand, set to be announced on Wednesday, given the fact that we are playing on Sunday. So basically everything is sort of a day later than what it usually be for a Saturday test match, which we assume would include the team announcement, because the training week basically will start on Tuesday versus on Monday, which means that usually, for example, comes injuries, those who train on Tuesday will become eligible for selection. For example. Now, in terms of a bit of the week ahead, obviously, as I said, we were predicting a team announcement on Wednesday. We'll probably see a Scotland team announcement on Friday. There is internationals, however, from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's an absolute stacked weekend of rugby. Now, in terms of the box selection, full strength. That's what I think we're going to see this weekend, and why not? Because basically this is the second biggest game of the Autumn Nation Series. Then you go and take on England, and then your final game of the Autumn Nation Series is against a Welsh side, which, if you're being brutally honest, is not very good at the moment, and that gives you more opportunity to rotate. So in terms of this selection, I've basically gone with what I think is close to our strongest 23 at the moment on current form, and I don't think we'll necessarily see, for example, a debut in the likes of a Cameron Hanekom, but he might be involved this weekend. I do, however, think we will see a Wilco Low involved. And for me, I'm very interested to see sort of 6-2 split, 5-3 split, what we sort of go with. But before we go look at my team, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Right, so let's have a look at it, shall we? This is what I have gone with for this weekend. In the front row, I've started with Wilco Low. If you look at our props, we're down to Thomas du Toit, Vincent Koch, Wilco Low, Oxenchair, and Gerard Stennekamp. So I do think we're potentially probably going to see Gerard Stennekamp ahead of Thomas du Toit, but I've got a feeling it might be an option to have Thomas du Toit on the bench, who can sort of play in both positions. But anyway, I've gone with Oxenchair, Bongi Mbambi, and Wilco Low to start. I think it's pretty solid. I think Wilco Low, I mean Vincent Koch has generally been used as sort of the bomb squad type of tight head. We could very well see Thomas du Toit starting in the number 3 jersey, for example. Gerard Stennekamp coming in the number 17 jersey on the bench, and no Thomas du Toit. No Wilco Low in the 23, but I really like to see him get the opportunity, and I think he can have a really good go this weekend. If we then look at the locks, Eben Etzebeth obviously starting next to Franco Mostert, who is back and fully fit, and I expect to see him start. The usual suspects at the loose forward: Siya Kolisi, Peter Step, the Toy, Jasper Wiese. Siya Kolisi obviously expected to captain the side. I really want to see Jaden Hendricks to start. I think that he has got absolutely everything we need in an international starting scrum half, and I do think that, especially in the conditions, could be wet, for example, could be tricky. I think he's got everything, absolutely everything. I think he managed the game very well. I think he reads the game well. I think he managed the team. So I think that he starts next to probably HANDRE Pollard. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Springbok starting. At the end of the day, we saw what he did against Scotland a year ago in that World Cup. But and I think he was fantastic against Argentina in that final game. But I expect to see HANDRE Pollard start. Kurt Lance, Jason Colby, Apple Fassi has to be the back 3. Might see Billy Leroux on the bench this weekend, but I doubt it. And in the centres, Damien Delendi and Jesse Creel. Off the bench, it will be Malcolm Marx. For me, I think it'll be Bongi Mbambi starting, Malcolm Marx into the bomb squad. Again, as mentioned, Thomas du Toit, or we could see Gerard Stennekamp, Thomas du Toit into the starting lineup there, even in the number 3 jersey. Vincent Koch. I've gone with a 6-2 split. Only one lock in RKS Snyman. He has to be involved, given the form and the fact that he's back. But I think, obviously, with Peter Step, the Toy, who can slot back into that number 5 jersey, I think, we get a lot of opportunities to play a Kwagga Smith and an Ulrich Low. This is where we might be able to see a Cameron Hanekom in terms of in that number sort of 21 jersey, because that could be the ideal option to try and give him a debut. I personally think he'll probably start against Wales. That's sort of what my gut says. And then I've gone with Grant Williams and Manie Libbok. Manie Libbok can play 10 and 15. HANDRE Pollard can move to 12, for example. So that gives you a lot of utility options with regards to sort of how they can make that kind of thing work. So players who are unlucky to miss out, we might see Villilu involved. The Kanya maybe on the bench as well could be an option. Canan Moody, but I expect to see those sort of players probably play against Wales is what my gut says at the moment. Mock-up started, maybe unlucky, maybe not to be involved in the 23 this weekend. Ruan O'Keefe will be in and around the setup. My gut says he'll probably play against Wales. But I mean, I think this is a must-win weekend. We want to start off well, go and make a statement, then go to Twickenham, hopefully beat England, and then you can maybe afford to rotate against Wales. Try and build some of that depth of players who've been on tour for a couple of weeks now, and I don't think we need to necessarily be anywhere near full strength to probably beat the Welsh side, unless we see a remarkable improvement from there in the next couple of weeks. But again, we'll have that information before we go into that final game of the year for the Boks. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We'll obviously be posting female content throughout the week, both on Forever Sports as well as our dedicated channel, Forever Boks. So keep an eye out for that as well. Please do, as mentioned, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys throughout the week.